Beautiful campus here in the city of Orem, Utah. So what we're going to be able to see here tonight is a big battle. First and foremost, we want to welcome Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado comes to us. It's a tough team, brand new coaches. And man, it's going to be a tough battle tonight. Utah Valley University, it is their final match. And first, we're going to start off with our national anthem. Beautiful national anthem coming to us. Here we're going to start out with Senior Night. We're going to be talking about senior nights here. We have a handful of individuals, handful of athletes and wrestlers that will be here for their final career match. And we're going to start out with Ethan Smith as he goes out to the center mat. Ethan Smith comes to us from a high school here close by, Wasatch High School. It's actually the same high school as Kel Sanderson. And his beautiful family, mother and family members come down with the coaches.
Tournament championship. Ethan, who is 12-11 this year, will be striving to earn his first NCAA tournament berth next month. Ethan is joined on the mat by his parents, Christopher and Leslie Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please show your applause and thank Mr. Ethan Smith.
Ethan Smith, his last appearance here, and unfortunately he will not be wrestling tonight. But his last appearance here as a Utah Valley Wolverine.
Our next senior, heavyweight Adam Fink is from Lake Utah, where he was state champion at state high school, where he also was coached by his brother John. Adam is also a 4-year starter at UVU and will go down as one of the
Adam Fager, a local Utah boy. His beautiful wife and child and his mom and dad come down in the middle to to be with him. Adam Frager, unfortunately, will not be wrestling tonight either.
Highest ever finish at the prestigious 15 Las Vegas Invitational last season by taking fourth in his weight there. Despite being sidelined with an injury the majority of this season, this campaign, Adam will enter tonight's contest ranked fifth all-time in career victories with a 74 and 36 career record at UVU. Adam is joined on the mat by his parents, James and Kate Fader, his wife Janessa. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for Mr. Adam Fader.
Adam Frager. Want to give it up for him in his achievements and everything he's brought to the Utah Valley University squad.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me turn the announcing back to our arena announcer, Utah Valley All-American. Please welcome to the microphone, Mr. Ben Kerr. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wanted to welcome you to the Utah Valley, home ring, Rushmore, Colorado. I, doing the announcements for our lineup. At 133 pounds, from Northern Colorado, Michael Espinosa. Utah Valley will not, however, today tonight. At 141 pounds, Northern Colorado, Kolkowski.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Michael Claypier, and I'm along here with my good friend Sam Allen.
Yes, I am. I'm here, ready for
Sam.
going through the lineups now.
Yep, introductions. So if you just joined us on the webinar, you are in the right place if you want to watch Utah Valley versus Northern Colorado. We're just completing the lineups now, and we will be live with wrestling in just a couple of moments. Got a pretty good crowd here right now, Sam, but we're going to see it swell as we finish just across the way here on campus in the big arena is the high school wrestling championships.
1, 2, and 3A.
1, 2, and 3A. There's 14,000 raving wrestling fans 100 yards away from
They
us.
do. They come out in droves for the state championships here, especially those further away schools. A lot of them got to travel a long way, so they're bedded down for the night at least. So we get the benefit of getting all of our Utah wrestling fans pouring in here.
I think as they dismiss, we'll come in. We're seeing the crowd moving now, but we should have a good crowd here. Nice start.
On behalf of the Western Wrestling
And we're about ready to get going. We've got the first player up. Had a chance to visit with Coach Nickerson. First year, he's excited for the future of the conference. We'll talk about that as we go on, but you'll start to see the quality of coaches that are coming in, the level of athletes that we're attracting.
Definitely.
I think the Western Wrestling Conference is going to be a bright spot. I'm hoping anyway. Wyoming's representing us well. Southern North Dakota, Northern North Dakota.
Amazing programs there. I mean, we'll talk about that too. UVU just got back from a long road trip where we usually, when we go to the Dakotas, we duel them both back to back and had tough matchups there. But I'm real impressed with what both North and South Dakota State universities have done with their programs in the last 3 to 4 years.
Of course, Chris Bono at South Dakota State. Troy Nickerson is his first year. Cornell wrestler, great tradition. An amazing 25-pounder, man. He could scramble. He was fun
amazing.
to watch. Fun to watch. So he's here, and Joe LeBlanc is their coach. Both first-year guys. And when I had a chance to just talk to Coach Nickerson, he says, "Yeah, the Western Wrestling Conference, we're going to move it. We're going to become something to reckon with." So it's fun. There's so much tradition back east, so much tradition in the Big 10, the Big 12, and so you got to kind of get prepared to step onto that stage. That's a battle.
I always say this, it's funny because the Western United States has fantastic wrestling, and oftentimes, and we have a 4-foot here, right here at 133 pounds, that's where we started. So right off the bat, we got a team score 6-0, Northern Colorado up on top of UVU.
Northern Colorado sophomore Michael Espinoza records the victory. Jade Rouser obviously dinged up a little bit, so Coach Williams decided to hold him out tonight, let him get healthy as we move forward. So
well, here we are, 141 pounds. Matthew Ontiveros from UVU going up against Ben Polkowski, a redshirt freshman. Now the Polkowski name, and Cradle right here, right off the bat. Man, Ontiveros in a bad spot.
That's just good presence to know where to see that head and arm close together and not even hesitate, just go right into that good lock, put him on the hip.
As you can see, Ontiveros is actually holding onto the leg. It's keeping his shoulders from going flat to the mat, and we got a little bit of a scramble position here. But if he gets this leg, and again, you see Polkowski trying to scoop that leg up, again, Ontiveros pushing his legs away.
2 minutes and 10 seconds,
yeah,
a long time to battle.
Well, here's the thing. He's doing his best to keep his shoulders off, but a lot of times you can get those hands, fight hand right on hand to break that grip.
Got to work on that grip. Right now he's working as hard as he can to keep the shoulder up and delay that, working back in. Good job.
Right there, that's where I'd be fighting that grip.
Well, and if he can get that leg caught, he's trying to step into that near side cradle with the leg, which is brutal. This is defensible.
Got to fight that. Yeah, you got to fight this grip here.
And where he is right now is a defensible position, but if he gets in and scoops that leg, that could be crazy. A minute 22 remaining. Still in a near fall situation, same condition, same 3 points earned. There we go out of bounds. So
interesting.
2 and a 3. So Northern Colorado jumps out to a 5-point, but Ontiveros did a good job battling. But that's a tough way to start a match.
Yeah, it is. I actually blinked. I look forward to seeing a replay on that. It was like they got him for a headlock position. He just reached to the side. Long arms. You get a guy with long arms, and he knows the strength.
And knee and head close. Boom, locks. Got a good grip on the lock. And,
a referee is discussing how much riding time was accrued.
Conversations about time, not score. Looks like we're good. Still haven't posted a riding time number yet. And we're restarting as out of bounds, so 1:12 remaining first round. We're at 1:41. Nice lift, nice return. Right now, Ontiveros is trying to recover from that.
You know, I honestly feel like that to fight off your back like that, especially that was a very, very tight cradle, went right across his throat with all the blood going to his head. Sometimes it takes a second to go, okay, we gotta get our head about us. Ontiveros is good on top, and usually when I see guys that are good on top, they're also decent on bottom to get up and out. Especially right here, what we've seen is a lot of spiral ride by Pukowski, and that's a kind of a bread and butter for Ontiveros, but. Pukowski does a good job right here. Oh, man, short time there. He actually started isolating the hip by grabbing that toe and just ran out of time.
He pulled him back into the lap a little too deep, and Ontiveros was able to get that foot, but we ran out of time. Ontiveros has done a nice job for Utah Valley this year. Just a freshman.
Yeah, young guy, freshman,
put in some good effort. Like to see
up.
more wins, but he's good. There's a good future for him. We're glad to have him.
I really do. He has been a lot of fun to watch. So Ontiveros chooses down in the second period, and again he's going to work on bottom. Again, you see his state of mind, his presence of mind is that he wants to get up to his feet here, fight hand control. Pukowski's trying to whip him back down, which he does. And again, reaches for the far side and a spiral ride.
I like how actively the college guys get after that return to the mat. High school guys a little slower. The emphasis this year was to get more action, get back to the mat. Don't just stand up there and float around, either put him back down or let him go. So we're seeing good action on our feet. I like what Northern Colorado Pukowski's doing a nice job. A couple times that we've been to our feet, he's brought us down. Good authority with that.
Exactly, and I think that's one thing that like you said, Mike, is a big difference in college wrestling is the ability for a guy to be able to return a guy to the mat, if that makes sense. The scramble and the fight goes to the very end. You see a lot in high school.
And there's a caution on red. Not enough activity.
Yeah, so he's our referee, he goes, you know what? Riding on the back, blanket riding. Let's see you try to get those turns like you had before.
Well, especially, the rule says regardless of time, position, score, but with sitting on a 5-point lead and riding time, he wants to see more action, So we'll see if we can do that. Ontiveros is doing a nice job battling back. Now get back to his feet. I wonder if that.
Here he goes. Let's see what he can do here. Got his weight high.
Nice change.
Got 24 seconds left.
Keep it down. Too slow. Can't take that moment. Got to be more active. Got to get that hip down. Keep that hip low and create distance. He paused just a moment.
I'm impressed. Pukowski's had a great blanket ride. I mean, literally just kind of smother with his ride and controlling Ontiveros. Again, we'll see what happens here in the third period.
Well, Utah Valley down. Choice Northern Colorado. Utah Valley down 5-0 as we enter into the third round.
Wrestling is a real mental game, and it takes a lot to be able to say, okay, I got put on my back in the first round. Maybe not something that usually happens for me or to me, but you know what? I got to battle back and mentally get in this matchup and mentally get my mind right so that I can compete the rest of the match. And Ontiveros is good on top. Let's see if he can get a few turns and tie this up or get in the lead.
Something's got to move, though. He's going to get a stalemate here. Too much hanging. What's hanging? Hanging, that's an Idaho phrase.
Which is this?
Hanging.
Hanging, yeah.
Hanging.
Hanging.
Too much hanging.
Hanging.
More action.
We need more action. Quit hanging.
Quit it. Let's get that turn. We need a turn. We got 1:05.
So as you can see, again, Ontiveros really good on top, tough wrestler. Gonna look to take this wrist right out and make something happen of it. Again, we're down to 52, 51 seconds left, and referee says, okay, stalemate.
Coach LeBlanc's over there imploring him to either stalemate it, warn him, or more action. There's a pace that we haven't been able to get into. in this match.
No, and that's the crazy thing is just it's how the match started. I mean, that can really take the wind out of your sails to get to go to your back in a cradle and have to fight the whole first round.
30 seconds remaining.
Okay, here we go. We got a nice power half with the legs on. We got Stalling on the bottom, man. He's got his elbows in and his head's buried.
Matthew Ontiveros on top. Utah Valley trying to work.
Oh, here he goes, power half again.
Get a fall. Not much. In a short time. There's a stall call. That'll pick him up a point, but it's still a 4-point match with riding time. So looks like we're not going to get this one. That's a decision.
Little too late, you know, but Ontiveros in the end of the match in score 6-1. Ontiveros not able to do what he does best on top, get some turns. So up next we have Trevor Wilson, sophomore from UVU, going up against Kyle Rodriguez, a freshman from the University of Northern Colorado. Oh, we're having some issues. The scoreboard just went out, so they're going to have to get that figured out here real quick.
Well, we weren't able to show riding time. Looks like we're there now on one side of the arena. There we go. You're watching Utah Valley Wolverines versus the Bears of Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado comes into the bout with a 2-5 overall record. Utah Valley 2-8. Utah Valley 1-3 in Western Conference. Northern Colorado 0-2. I'll see if we can get a little better even start here. Nice shot by Utah Valley. Good defense, good down block. Utah Valley back into that front headlock position. Comes around, picks up a 2 as we go out of bounds. That's a little better. That's a little better start than what we want. Northern Colorado's on the mat.
Uh-oh, it's never good when a guy gets a little banged. It looks like he hit his head. Not sure what.
Yeah, it didn't look untoward in anything.
No, it wasn't. Didn't look like anything really violent, but let's see, maybe he just got his bell rung a little bit.
He's talking. Well, the big green and yellow mat at Utah Valley University. A little bit of a break in the action here as we take an injury timeout to take a look at Kyle Rodriguez, freshman, true freshman at the University of Northern Colorado. He's putting the headgear back on. Looks like he's okay.
Yep.
Get back out here and see if we can make this thing happen. Just one of those, something landed wrong. Coach says, you all right? He says, yes, I am, and here we go. So Utah Valley jumps out to a 2-0 win, 2-0 lead. We still got a lot of wrestling in the first round, just 2:30 remaining. And there's a caution on green.
So NCAA rules state that if the match is paused for injury, it is the opposing wrestler's choice. And so Wilson's goes, hey, no. I don't want to be on top. I'll choose down. Opportunity to come back around again. So he scores a 2-point takedown and then a 2-point reversal.
In high school, you get that choice on the second time out.
Exactly.
But in NCAA Division I, you get it on the first. So that was an advantage for the timeout. Another advantage over Northern Colorado in that Utah Valley was able to pick up that new start underneath, which gives him that point. So now he's sitting on a 3.0. Actually reversal, not an escape, reversal. So 4-point, 4-0, and he's got near fall count. Picks up 2. That's a good job. Stretching it out, 6-0. 6-0, 1 minute 46 remaining in the first period here at 149. I think Wilson felt a little confidence coming off the corner of that one.
I think so too. He's looking good. And you got to get your, hats off to Rodriguez, true freshman. That is never easy to step in straight out of high school onto a Division I stage and make that spot.
You wrestled junior college before you came to UW.
I did.
Yes?
Yeah, I did.
How do you know if that's the place to go?
I think you got to make that decision between you and your coaches. I think it's to see the way you develop year in and year out. If you feel like you can step up, nice outside. Well, it was a high C, then he switches to double leg right here. Nice job.
Nice technique. Got him on his hip. Picks up the 2. We're out to 8-1. That's feeling a little better.
But no, I think that's a good question. How do you know?
The reason I'm asking, young man takes second in the state championships, and he wants to wrestle at the next level, but the question is he ready for D1 or should he be looking for a junior college opportunity? Of course, if you go to a Division I, you can develop those 2 years there as well, but you're going to see a tougher level. Can you withstand that challenge, that difference?
Exactly. I think that's a personal choice. I mean, I think it's a coach's decision too. I mean, if he knows an unfortunate finish at the state tournament is not indicative of the type of development he can see.
Well, he's a two-time placer, good kid. I'd love to see him here, but he's not ready, and his club coach says you really should be thinking about, so level. There's a big difference between the levels. It's amazing that you can watch someone that's like I watched Iowa Penn State the other night. Whoa.
Oh, amazing, right?
Unbelievable level of wrestling. That's where we hope this conference can become. Distance to go. But the value of the level is that there's always another level.
Ooh, sweet low level shot by Trevor Wilson. Timed that very, very well. It was far out. Timed it well.
10-2 lead with riding time. So good job on this second period of the second match. Kind of wrestling we want to see. If we're for the UVU, Northern Colorado. Got a good young core of wrestlers and a good young coaching staff. So they're going to continue to bring that program on, no question about it. Schmidt trying to see if there isn't a cradle there. Up to their feet they go. Northern Colorado gets the 1. Picks up his 3rd point, 10-3. 1 minute remaining in the second round of 149-pound action here. Utah Valley versus the University of Northern Colorado. Nice shot, nice counter.
Rodriguez does a good job of collecting all his arms, pulling them to one side, bundling them up, but Wilson says, nah, I don't like the way that feels.
Nice down block, nice action.
Down block.
Gotta keep
got
coming,
2 takedown, but then we got, look at the flexibility here. That's crazy. And we got a reversal by Rodriguez. That's it. That just shows, I mean, that was a takedown, and immediately Rodriguez is into a switched position and ends up scrambling well out of bounds. And as well as Trevor Wilson tried going into full splits, Rodriguez was able to come around and secure that reversal. So with 23 seconds, man, we got to see Trevor
2-2 exchange there. We're looking for Trevor to get up and out
14.
from underneath that. Wrestling with a 7-point advantage and riding time. 6 seconds. That's a bit of a confidence boost there for Northern Colorado. Actually put in some time.
Trevor Wilson chooses down in the 3rd period.
Wilson solidly in control of this match. Needs to take control here, get away, get that reversal, or to his feet, either one works. But get that control out of the hands of.
One thing too, I mean, one of the keys to our victory a few weeks ago when we had a matchup against Stanford was score the bonus points where we can, and this is a perfect example. Wilson, if he can get up and out of here and keep the riding time and get a few more points on the board, that is a change of points for the team, and that makes a difference in the match. Certainly with us giving up a forfeit at 133 with Rouser out, you know, that puts them up 6 right off the bat.
Yeah,
we gotta make up those points somehow.
So we're just coming up on the last minute, about 1:06 remaining, third round. Oh, that arm looks a little crazy to me.
Nice tight bar arm here. Wilson's extremely flexible, as you can see. That shoulder is, yeah, no, his shoulder's tweaked all the way up, and we got to get him with an escape. We got to get an escape here.
Well, there's a 12-5. That's a 7. Well, we erased the riding time, so it's a 7 points, so they'll get the extra.
7-point victory, man.
He wound that riding time right back down, took that point away.
He really did. That just goes to show you got to be tough on bottom. You know, you got if you know you can get out, you know that the 1 points, they're not going to keep you held back.
Switch partners and will back. The first two to finish will win $30 at the Pizza Pie Cafe. Free pizza. On your mark.
You know, it's amazing.
Get set. Go.
It's amazing. Oh, that didn't work. It's amazing how much the intensity changes between the levels of wrestling, which is what.
So you say between high school, college, or you say in between?
Wherever the level change is. Could be a conference, could be college, could be D1. It's always about an intensity level, and that's the difference, because the skill set is the same. It's an intensity and a getting at it.
And then the speed. You know, I guess you could say intensity would equal speed, but
so,
man, the speed at which these guys do stuff, from shooting to defending. I think a big one that changes too is when we talk about intensity is the amount of scrambling. No points are ever just conceded, you know? And so it's that's an interesting one to watch as well.
Well, everybody's got young wrestlers in both these teams. Here we go, sophomore versus redshirt freshman. Logan Addis from Utah Valley versus Tyler Kinn. It's a 9-3 team score. Northern Colorado out in front with that, by virtue of that forfeit. Battling here.
Battled
Nice
for a second,
takedown.
the double finishing that double leg, or gathered those legs together. Guy's high right here, hanging, as they would say in Idaho. Does a good job returning Logan to the mat. Again, I think that's almost a state of mind, I'm telling you. To take a guy back down to the mat when you're riding on top, he comes up to his feet, right? It's a state of mind. No way this guy's getting away from me. And that means I got to lift him. I got to drop to his legs, pull his legs together, trip him down.
It's also a state of mind to get to your feet.
Of course,
I was
right?
talking with one of our great coaches, our high school coaches, Mike Ripplinger, Fox Elder.
Hmm.
You battled those Purple Warriors a time or two in your career.
Of course.
And he says, I don't know what to do. He says, we teach stand up all the time. But why aren't we standing up? I said, it's because they haven't decided they're going to stand up. He goes, you know what? It just may be that. It's that last battle is between the brain. I just have to intellectually admit that I'm going to get to my feet and I'm going to get out from underneath this thing. Because right now, Utah Valley's got to get away from this. Logan can't sit in there and let him crank. Although Northern Colorado's riding a little high right now. That's a good shot the camera's giving us.
Man, that was close.
Didn't
So
capitalize on
guy's
it.
got his legs on. He's putting that power half. There's a split second where you can drop your shoulder to the mat
Yep.
and you swim hard.
And we
As
missed
you
it.
swim, all his weight falls off the top, and we were close to that position.
Tony Perla was great at it.
Again, this
1 minute.
spiral
First
ride
round.
and claw ride, man, Northern Colorado's doing a great job with that. Leg ride here.
Spiral ride till he got the leg in. Now he's working on
Actually, I love that series. Spiral ride, tough, reaching for the wrists. Those wrists aren't there. Oh, then the legs get open, you know.
Well, it was interesting too because just as you said, he's in that spiral ride position, and then you could hear the Northern Colorado coaches say, "It's there." Boom! Right then, the leg.
Boom,
goes
legs
in.
come in, right? It's a good series, I'm telling you. Because one, in my opinion, as you
Watch
watch,
it. He'll do it again. He'll do
one
it again.
leads to the other. Nice stand-up.
And Logan needs to get out of that right now. Wait and see hand tied up in the singlet.
Yeah,
Waited too long.
I
Don't
wish
tap.
the ref was at the front of them. He would have seen that got caught up. And a lot of riding time accruing here. Logan getting the wrath of this blanket ride with the spiral and legs, and these guys are good at it.
Northern Colorado come back into that spiral position. They were running out of time. Plenty of riding time goes up for Northern Colorado and a 2-point advantage. We're going on our feet to start this out.
So right now is a big time to say, to get ridden, have all that extra weight where a guy's controlling right on top of me. Now I got to get your mind right. Again, we're talking about a little fake shot here. But you got to get your head right. You got to say, okay, listen, obviously, bottom's not where I want to be. That means I got to work harder and really get a nice setup to go and attack.
Logan needs to make something happen right now. 1:34 remaining, second round. Not out of this thing, close, 2 points. But riding time advantage to Northern Colorado. So we need to see something right here. This is that junction, that place in the match when you have to start exerting yourself. Look for the technique. What technique's going to work good here? It seems we're hanging a little too much in that.
Well, we are, and I always say active hands means that you're going to have action with shots, and he does a quick pull to a shot. He's got his hands locked. He's got to reshoot and repenetrate. You're going to look for Logan's head to come up and drive up, but man, those hips are deep in there. Look for him to step up and again, pull those hands right up into him, and the ref says, no, we're going to call stalemate. So,
well, the hips weren't moving. Logan needed to be re-penetrating or swinging to the side,
Exactly.
into a swing single or something. But of course, Northern Colorado caused a lot of it to stay by good hips down, pressure down, hips flat, heavy hips, and then arch back and body away.
you see as these guys lock up too, they're ear to ear. Some guys prefer that lockup. Right now, as you can see, we're ear to ear.
I think that's too tight. I think you need to be head to head.
Well, yeah, I like forehead to forehead. And Logan actually, you can see I don't like it. Bam, he elbow passes and just gets a fresh start, which is good position. Oh, there he goes.
Nice shot. Nice
This is big because we got 12 seconds left. Need him to whip that down and come around. 5 seconds.
That was an opportunity. 2 missed opportunities there. 3 if you count the time in the ride when he could have maybe possibly created a little Granby series. So some missed opportunity for Logan in that second round. Here we go, third round. Still, 2-point match on the board, but riding time is in Northern Colorado's favor. What's Logan thinking at this point? What's the technique?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Unsuccessful on our feet, and I shouldn't say unsuccessful, but let's give a shot at turning him. He's putting a leg right on right now. We want to look to see if we can get a nice turn, tilt, something like that. That 3-point near fall can tie up the match and wear a guy out. That doesn't work. We get on our feet.
Now we're too high. Now we're too high. Nickerson saw.
We're pretty high. He's getting, oh, nice. He can adjust his hips here.
Nickerson saw locked hands, I think. I didn't see him. Ref didn't see him. There was no call, but the Colorado
Turns his
bench
hips
was
here.
up.
We gotta look for Logan to get his hips back. I mean, he's real high right now.
105 remaining.
A near fall could really do some great stuff here.
Because he's winding the riding time down. He can get that down to where that's erased. But we got to get a turn. 52 seconds. Not a lot of action.
Okay, he flattens him out here. Still very, very high, and the ref says, you know what, you're bearing your head, your elbows are in. Got short time. Logan's got to make something happen. 32 seconds.
Coach Ethan Lofthouse up. Telling him to get out, get it done. Got to turn, we got to turn. Need to have it, 20 seconds. He's got to turn the hip with those legs that way. What's the technique here? I got to use my hip to turn his hip.
Yeah.
And get on the bars.
Well, and that's just it. Like right now, he's could get a shoulder hug, but right here trying to turn his hips. But what we got is our Northern Colorado wrestler. He's turned his hips down to the mat, and so he knows he's coming. You got to do something just like he did right here at the last. Have the legs in, pull them out, pull them into your chest. You know, desperate times call for desperate measures. Unfortunately, our Northern Colorado wrestler comes out on top with a 2-0 victory over Logan Addis.
There's a win for Northern Colorado. Puts the team score at 12-3. 9-point advantage on the team score. After 4 matches.
Oh, here we go. Northern Colorado, Mitch Bukowski taking on Jared Harris of UVU. Immediately gets a takedown here. Now the Bukowski brothers here for Northern Colorado are brothers to a former UVU wrestler, Dan Bukowski. They're from Colorado, and these guys elected to stay in the state rather than come to Utah. Roll through tilt with a 2-on-1. Bukowski's long and lean and able to pull this one off. Holds him for 3, and you'll see that happen throughout the match here. Again, he has a bar arm series, looking for that half on the other side and the wrist. He's reaching for it. Jared Harris, just a sophomore. Harris, I think this is the first time I've seen him in the lineup this season.
It is.
He's coming to us from Springville, Utah.
Coach is trying to mix it up.
So again, we got this bar arm running this around, a lot of flexibility. Harris's head's on the mat. He's got to look away from it. Bukowski here looking right here. He's reaching for a 2-on-1 and now a half Nelson type of series. Sits back and Harris does a good job of moving on bottom, but
into that cheap tilt again. You're right. That's the second time we've seen that.
Well, I've seen Mitch wrestle over the years, and he's one of those long and lanky wrestlers that's able to reach for 2-on-1, blanket ride, and claw. Right here, you see, right here, just all it is just take him back over my hip and score these near fall points, it's easy points. You can create such leverage, right? Like when you can reach through, get a nice deep claw around the neck or a half, really stay tight to the body. It's easy to keep that all together and get a nice cheap tilt. Bukowski, this is his senior year. He's got a record this season of 17-4. Another tilt, as you can see, this is a bow and arrow tilt.
Just racking him up. That puts him at 12-point advantage with plenty of riding time. 14 seconds remaining first round. Getting the clinic in cheap tilts. Did a nice job.
Knee slide here.
Goes into that nice spiral.
So one of the things you see, and Harris just did it here, a lot of pressure. Bukowski's got a spiral ride, all the pressure's up on the front quarter, front shoulder, and hand area. What you got to do is the knee's got to come underneath, slide underneath, and take the pressure from on your shoulders and hands and put it back behind you. And Harris did a good job of that. And now in the second round, we're neutral.
Oh, you can see the difference between a freshman and a sophomore. Excuse me, a sophomore and a senior.
Yeah.
One more fall, 14-point advantage, one more is attack.
Ooh, switch almost here. Bukowski was able to capture that arm and almost brought it back into a bar arm series. Again, here he is. He's got a 2-on-1 trying to pull the bar arm out, or trying to pull the wrist out to bring him across the body and a chicken wing. And
Utah Valley gets warned for stalling. We're not showing enough action.
Oh, here we go, another.
Tech fall.
So technical fall ends up being a score of 17-0. So ref calls the match.
Mitch Bukowski owned us. Nice job, nice long, lengthy wrestler, did a good job putting things together. We'll take a bit of a break. As you're here on the WAC Digital Network, you're watching Utah Valley University battle the Bears of Northern Colorado. We'll take just a brief timeout and wrestling will resume in about 4 minutes.
They say the devil is in the details. There are a lot of details. Flavor, color, texture, temperature, presentation. It all has to be flawless. Pressure? Maybe. But with engaged learning, I get a lot of practice. And I'll bet your homework never tasted this good. I don't think of myself as just an undergrad. Okay, so I'm a sophomore.
but I'm at UVU where it's all about engaged learning. Leading a project on DNA research, I don't have to wait for grad school to get this kind of experience. As a UVU student, I guess you could say engaged learning is in my DNA.
People talk about life after college, entering the real world. But this is engaged learning. I'm not just reading about it or watching someone else do it. I'm learning by doing. I'm at UVU. I'm in the real world every day.
I had an idea. Lots of people have ideas. But engaged learning helped me develop my idea and make it real. And now with sales over $1 million, best assignment ever.
Start. Right now, Northern Colorado leads the home Utah Valley Wolverines 17-3 with 5 matches wrestled, 5 remaining. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Well, welcome back, Western Athletic Digital Network. Welcome. We are back in action. Second half, Utah Valley Wolverines versus the Bears of Northern Colorado. We're wrestling at 174 pounds.
So here we got Dalton Harmon, freshman from Juab High School. I saw his dad and family coming in. Again, 1, 2, and 3A states going on, and a little flurry here on the edge of the mat. Dalton's going against Josh Van Tine, a senior with a record of 7-15 this year. Very similar records. Dalton as a freshman, 7-14. So, I look at it. It's a good matchup. Oh, and quick drag to the outside.
Nice.
Gets his arms behind and nice scores a takedown. Not bad by Dalton.
Greg has his own language, doesn't he?
No,
Coach
I was
Greg
actually
Williams?
just going to say that he gets his hands going and kind of mouths words. And you know what? As I wrestled for Greg, and I
knew
wrestled,
exactly what he was
I know
saying.
exactly. I was like, okay, yeah, drag, put your hips in, drive them down, right? That's the way I see it.
We were talking on the break, and I think that the perspective of knowing what we have developing.
Well, you know what? Yeah, to your point at the break was right now. I think if you've watched or you've been listening this year on the broadcast or you watch this now, I mean, UVU has had a bit. Oh, bow and arrow right here, or excuse me. Move just slipped my mind.
Thread the needle.
Threading the needle.
What Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy Henson called it threading the needle.
But no, it's UVU is obviously in a rebuilding year. Got some young guys, a few seniors, and
some real talent in
but
the
some
wing.
real talent coming up. I mean, we're talking guys that have All-American at Fargo, were highly recruited at other
Multiple
universities. Dalton doing a good job, just kind of smothering again. Brings them back to the mat, having the mentality that no, you're not getting away.
Nice quick hip away and face by the Northern Colorado wrestler. 2-1, 38 seconds. See if we can get one more. Trying to get the right kind of a feel, trying to get motion, right? That's the technique.
Exactly, and comes
pressure
up
the
with
head, create motion, create angles. Choice Green defers it over.
Red chooses down.
Round 2, 2-1.
Bumps him to the side and almost got a leg in here, but now again a 2-on-1 and now a wrist ride. Drives him down.
Good arm bar. Step off and make that run. Missed that chance.
Here's a bar arm on the
Here we
wrist.
go
He's going to start
again.
running, bring his hips out. Comes up to his knees. That always makes it tough. Ends up turning away and getting an escape. So part of that bar arm series is a shot in here. Nope, still scrambling here.
That's a good job.
Dalton sits down, rolls out of bounds. We're still going on the edge of the mat here.
Nice scramble. Good job working up on top. Dalton's got to get his hips away. Got to get his hips away. More pressure. Tip it, tip it, tip it. Out of bounds, no score. One neutral.
Man, that was pretty exciting flurry right there. Come back to the middle. Well, now we know that Van Tyne's got a shot. Before that, I thought all the offense was really coming from Dalton. So Van Tyne with a nice shot there.
We're even up at 2 apiece. Second round, 50 seconds remaining. Second round.
Again, right here, forehead to forehead, you can see it. Dalton's had the same scrape on his nose. It's hard for those things to heal when you lead with your nose and lead with your forehead, and once they get open.
Little shot by Northern Colorado, little front headlock, down block, 15 seconds remaining. Good opportunity right here.
Yep, 10 seconds here. Maybe a snap down and come around. Out of bounds with 6 seconds left.
Green choice.
Dalton chooses down in this third period. So it's tied up. Dalton has riding time. The faster he gets out, the better chances he has of holding on to that riding time point.
He's up, he's on his
He's
feet.
up to his feet, gets brought up, man, returned down with some authority. Again, we're looking for hand control, getting the hips down and away. Nice job.
3-2 with riding time. Now we need a takedown.
Oh, a nice inside trip to a come around. Oh, man. That was well timed. Very well timed.
Very nice.
See Coach Erkeen Tetzmenoff do that a lot. A nice inside trip from a front headlock position. Chops him down to the side.
One 1:10 remaining.
Tilt position here. Almost got a count. Got a 1 count from our referee.
(5-2) score. Utah Valley. Good control. Has riding time. Stepping up and out. No change.
So right here, you know, if we're able to get some turn, we could get a couple near fall right here.
We're at 174 pounds. We're in the third round. We got 36 seconds remaining. Utah Valley is leading this match 5-2 with riding time advantage.
Again, we want those bonus points, right? We want those bonus points.
We need a good 3 right here, good turn. 25 seconds, need to do it right now.
There he goes, oh, close here. Hips came out on top, he was on his back, able to adjust, and Van Tine comes back to his base.
Was there for a minute, but that's still a W.
Nice job.
3 on the board, making it 17-6 score in favor of Northern Colorado. The visitors are in front of the home team as we go to 184 pounds.
Okay, here we are at 184 pounds. Ross Taylor, tough kid. I've been liking watching him this year. He's developing. Look for it to continue. He's going up against Keith Johnson, a junior. It's a record of 4-10. I think this is another good matchup for UVU here tonight.
Should be even. Should be a good bout.
Oh, a nice low-level shot. Ross caught a little heavy-footed here, but he's draped up over the top. As you can see, pushing his hips heavy into the top of the head, trying to just bump it to the side, and now he's reaching for the referee says, nope, stalemate here.
No score. 2 minutes remaining, first round. We're at 184.
Russian tie here. Again, this Russian, when you get a guy that posts up on the head right here, bring it together and pop up, pop double, pop single.
The technique would be to lift the Russian, right? You have to lift it up and then go underneath it, pop underneath it.
Exactly. So you have someone posting up on your head, press it up, drop underneath it. So we're still neutral. Good battle.
Score.
You know, both guys, hands are really active. Ross doing a good job of being in a good low stance, but the motion of Johnson, man, good up and down motion here. Head faking, and Ross gets his hands on him.
1 minute, first round still.
Ross,
no
one of those
score.
wrestlers, extremely strong. Oh, nice fake. Oh, man, that was sweet. Fake one side, fake low level one side, ends up finishing a low level to the other side, immediately comes up here in a bar arm series, again dragging the back end down and look for him to bring that across the back. And
the fake put the weight on the heel.
Yeah, that was nice, man. We had a great vantage point right here at the announcer's table. So he's got this bar arm pushing it back here into the back pocket, trying to get his hips behind it, which he's doing a good job. He's pushing with his chest right here, pinching it to his body.
Can't make that go there, Chloe. Oh, there we go, time. All right, that's a good round.
Nice.
Two points on the board.
Nice job.
Second round.
Johnson defers to Ross. Ross chooses down in the second period.
Kind of a rolling start there.
Yeah, that was a little weird, but Ross has his leg up against his body, stood up. Now he's going to let maybe. Oh man, darn it! I'm telling you, all Ross had to do, he had the leg across both of his hips. Just grab that heel and throw it off, and you got to stand up, or you're in a stand-up position at least.
Now he's coming back to it.
Here
again.
he goes.
A lot of torque on that
Hand
spiral.
control, running out, does a good job. Hand control, get him away, run out, turn into him.
So Utah Valley up 3-0, second round, 1:30 remaining, halfway through the bout.
Oh, another, man, that was great.
Back to the well.
So here we go. We saw Ross in this position last time we were at home here. Oh, that's huge. That is huge. Oh, that's big, that's big, that's big. Because, man.
Set down flat.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to scramble and you're not aware of the presence of where your shoulders are at in relation to the mat, you get a fall like that, and that just, man. So Ross Taylor picks up a fall for Utah Valley, making the team score 12-17.
That was big. Here it is on the replay right now. Just leaning back.
Well, that was. I mean, he did. That video proof right there, man, that was crazy.
Nice job to our crew. Good catching, guys. Thank you very much. That no, it doesn't have to be 2 count. In college, not 2 count.
No.
Just flat.
Just touch it. Yeah.
Full contact.
Full contact.
Done.
And that was a solid. I mean, it wasn't just a roll through. I think that's one thing to look at. It was solid contact.
Yeah, if you look at that again, you can put that back up. That was from a neutral position when he did that, right? Oh, here we go.
Push-up contest.
Well, you're watching the WAC digital network where we've got Utah Valley versus Northern Colorado in a wrestling, Division I wrestling match. Team score right now starting to tighten up. We still got 3 matches left. We have a 12-17 team score. Northern Colorado out in front, 12-7, 3 matches. Still an opportunity, still a chance to get this done. And of course, we're at 197, so I like our chances. I always like Derek Thomas. Anytime Derek's on the mat.
No, great to watch. Local guy Derek Thomas going up against Trent Noon, senior. Again, I think this is another good matchup. We got Derek, a junior with a record of 10-9, going up against Trent Noon, a senior, 16-11. I think that fall was awesome because I think it brings the whole duel tighter. And where you look at our team records, UVU's 2-8, 1-3 in the West, and Northern Colorado 0-2 in the Western Wrestling Conference. I mean, this is going to be big. I mean, you never want to.
Well, you're battling for position at the conference championships.
Of course,
next month.
of course.
So it's all bragging rights and seed. in that tournament.
So Derek's coming out, pushing a lot of the offense here. Some head, some hand fighting here, banging on the head. Reach for a shot here, and another hit. Oh, changes it up with a reshot.
Nice. That was a nice. Didn't get us anything, but it was a nice control, nice change of hold. Once again, in that tie position, trying to battle for technique, battle for pressure, make the opponent take a step or turn just a bit to create an opportunity, create an opening. That's what the fight's about at this point. A little bit of a reach there, not much of a shot. Good pressure from both athletes. Look like they're pretty even on the head pressure. Derek into an over.
Yeah, got his head down.
Front headlock. More control at this point than to try to finish on that. 1:17 remaining, first round.
Oh man. Pushed, pulled the head down, tried to reach for the far leg and wasn't able to quite get it.
Almost there. Not quite, but almost.
A minute left here in the first period, and a shot on the outside.
Nice shot by Noon.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell by the wrestlers here, by their shoes, Adidas is the official outfitter of Utah Valley Athletics. Check them out at adidas.com.
Again, an underhook position here. Oh, double under here. Derek done some freestyling Greco-Roman stuff, so feels comfortable there. We'll go out of bounds though. So to do that in the middle of the mat, you know what I'm saying?
No score, first round at 197. And we 0-0 goose eggs up there. Second round, Utah Valley's gonna take that down position.
This is big here. So here's the thing. As I'm looking at it, I'm kind of doing some math in my head. This match and the next match are real important for us. I mean, we're 4 down. This would be a big one to come away with that victory on, so that 1-point escape puts us up here in the second period, and plenty of time, minute 40 in the second period. Again, not a lot happened in the first round on our feet. But again, that's where I always look at it when we wrestle. First round is indicative of what happens in the second and third rounds. A lot of what I want to do is, 1, understand how I can move my guy, my opponent. 2, get his neck tired. When the neck gets tired, kind of everything else follows with that.
It appears to be pretty even at this point. Both athletes, similar body types, similar reach. And the only difference is an escape from Utah Valley in the second round. 1 minute remaining, second round.
1 minute on the clock, 1 minute.
A lot going on from the outside. Let's look where we get inside here. Coach Williams saying motion, motion. A lot more motion can happen here besides just banging on the head. Circle in here.
Joe LeBlanc over here in the corner urging his athlete to take that step, get that little stutter going, get that pressure moving. Northern Colorado athlete needs to do the same thing. Not a lot of action, just a lot of battle in the head position.
There was, yeah.
But we haven't seen many shots.
Standing up, we got to get Derek in position here, man. We got to make something happen.
Shot.
Short time here with a shot. Putting his hips in here. Heavy hips. Comes in another hook. 7 seconds.
Well, there's 2 down. We go to the 3rd period. Northern Colorado take the down position. It's a 1-point match. Utah Valley up by 1. No riding time factor.
Quick start there. Nice chop down by Derek Thomas. Staying tough on top. Another chop. Looking for him to bump the hips down. He's doing good at keeping the hands heavy. But again, now we're stand-up position.
And now we're tied up, 1-1, no riding time. Same as before.
So I mean, takedown. This not a lot of action on the feet. Well, there was action, certainly a lot of hand fighting, but not a lot of shots in the first round. Certainly not in the second. Shot outside, nice job.
Single. Let's see if we can finish it. Got to come up, change to the double. Doesn't happen. Well, more of the same does not create change.
Exactly,
so
right?
At least we got a good shot there. Now we need to finish that. Get through those hands, get to the leg, and then get that finish.
We had both hands to one leg on that single leg, and actually came in, tried to switch double, and that's where he lost the legs, and hips got backing away. Shot here by Noon.
Oh, there we go. Reach across, get it. Nope.
No. I agree with that. It was very, very close.
Close. Derek's had 3 opportunities, 1 in each period. And Coach Williams would like a review of that. Thinking perhaps that was 2.
So, referee's reviewing this. I looked at it. Here we go. I think they're going to show a replay. Maybe not. You know, I looked at it. I'd have to agree with the call. I don't think there was enough definitive time of real control.
Yeah, it was all pretty much one motion. They're pretty quick on their reaction time. In fact, in college, there is no reaction time. If you get it, you get it. And that's maybe Coach Williams' argument, is that it was all happening so fast, there really wasn't that pause that we look for in high school. If you're used to watching high school matches, you want to see that kind of that moment, you know, where you've got control. I think he did have both legs. Whether it was long enough to make the ref change his call or make a different decision, but my guesstimate is the call will stand the way it is. So you're watching the WAC. It's a digital network, Utah Valley versus Northern Colorado. And we are a little break here. We're at 197. We're taking just a break while the official reviews an out of bound and see if he makes a change on that. And he's going to give 2 to the home team. Of course, Coach Nickerson doesn't agree.
That's interesting to me.
Now he's going to apply. Here's what's interesting about the conversations going on right now between the Northern Colorado coaches. It's application. In the referee's judgment, what was the application of the rule, and did he in fact gain that? Greg might have seen something. Coach Williams could have seen something from his angle that caused him to think that he needed to take another look at it. Because certainly there's a nice escape. Certainly if the point wasn't clearly visible, the official would not overturn himself. he would not have changed the call if he could not see a clear indication that the takedown was there.
So we're going to look for Derek. I mean, he's got to get some offense going because I would say the best offense.
24 seconds, 3-2. It's a 1-point game. Utah Valley up by 1. 22 seconds. Derek needs to be on the offensive. You can't run away from this. You get too passive, you end up getting in trouble. Needs to control that. There's the warning. 10 seconds. Now improve on that position. Improve on that position. Change down now. Change. No change. Joe LeBlanc thinks he ought to take a look at it. He's asking for a review now. This is tough. This is a tough call. That's a tough call to take a look at if in fact it's a review. I don't think the officials.
I really like this referee. He's come out multiple times for UVU in the last few years, and nice victory. Takedown makes a difference, Mike.
That was close. Well, with 15-17 with 2 matches left. 15-17, here we go. We're looking at a good young man.
Jordan Carts of UVU, redshirt freshman, going up against Brian McCune, a sophomore, 14-7 on the season. Again, I think a good matchup, got to be honest. These the heavier weights we've gotten to, I look at it, it's a good matchup.
Well, this is Adam Fager's spot, so Adam's taking a rest tonight. He's had been dinged up a lot this year, had to recover from that, so hopefully he's going to be able to get beyond that as he prepares for the championships.
Yeah, 2 of our seniors out of the lineup tonight are 165-pound Ethan Smith is out, and right here at 285 heavyweight. So here we go, both guys, I mean, really pushing. You can see them leaning into each other. That's when you see some fireworks happen, right? A way to get a guy open up. And
I like heavyweights. I like the way they wrestle. It's a different game.
I do too. I mean, Carson, tree trunks for legs. Both these guys built. I think you see that. That's a big difference between, you get into University and Division I. These heavyweights are very, very, very big, very strong.
Fit.
And fit, this is fighting inside control here, forehead to forehead. Looking for elbow pass here. He just pushes it up off top of the head. Elbow pass is an effective tool. Take that pressure that a guy is latching onto your head or pushing into you. Take it off, you change your level and slide that off your neck and frees up a shot, little fake shot here. Almost got the thigh here.
You can see the strength of the athletes in the way they were tied up there. Good job. I like Jordan. I like how he's battling. Good energy.
With that last win, Utah Valley comes within 2 points of the team race. 17-15.
Big match. This is another big match. This is kind of a must-win.
As a reminder, you do not want to miss the last match. Our highlight match of the night is next to 125 pounds, where 2 nationally ranked wrestlers will battle each other.
Jordan's creating some good motion. That was an excellent pass.
No, very, very good.
Strong. But like you said earlier, they're both big, strong guys. Utah Valley's going to go down. He has choice. Second round, no score. We're close on the team score. Utah Valley 15, Northern Colorado 17.
Oh, switch right away. Nice. That was great job. Great job chain wrestling. He hits a switch. The hips are down and far away, but all he does is come back around, come to his feet, and that was a great job by Jordan from UVU. Elbow pass to a underhook position here. That was great, man. That was. You know, the other thing too, I think with heavyweights, they're kind of, I won't say they're sleeping, but they'll move slowly, and these guys are pushing real hard. I think if you watch, you're thinking, man, what's going on here? But man, when they move, they explode. They can really move.
Yeah. Well, a good opportunity for Utah Valley to take a look at the future. Adam Fager, of course, our senior, out this match.
Oh, here we go. He's jumped. Oh.
That was nice. Until he's been in the room with Fager.
Yeah, I would actually say that. I'm watching the style, and you can see a little bit of Fager's style in there.
So right now, Jordan, Utah Valley's wrestler, we want to keep pulling on that head, try to wear that back out, get that fatigue, because those two shots that were almost in 2 or 3 more minutes, they will be.
Definitely. Looking who's going to win the inside position, who's going to get the neck tired, and change. You see these changes, it's a change right here. You can do it again. Just pull right in the crease there. You see a lock up here.
30 seconds remaining, second round. Utah Valley with a 1-point advantage.
Position. Nice.
Of course, Northern Colorado will have choice when they get ready in the third. So it's going to come down to the takedown. It's going to be big.
Again, pull right in the crease there. You know, I'd look to say, let's get that more. You know, pull, slide, you know, push.
Well, there we go. Third round. Looks like we got a little blood time on Utah Valley. So we'll take just a break. 1.0. Great match. Our last match at 125 is going to be an awesome go. And right now we've got a little bit of blood time. Going to take care of him. Looks like there's something up on his forehead. And you're watching the WAC Digital Network. This is Division I Wrestling. Utah Valley versus Northern Colorado. Right now, team race, 15-17. Home team is down by 2. Northern Colorado jumped out to an early lead. And Utah Valley's been chipping away at that. Helped out by a fall a couple rounds ago. And right now we're going into the third round of a 1-0 heavyweight match in favor of Utah Valley.
Driving him down here. Pick him up and turn him to the mat.
Gotta try to pick him up, gotta try and put him down. There's one. Now we'll see if the technique on the head, if the fatigue will become a factor.
Probably, yeah.
And if we can get those shots, because right now I got about 3 shots to 1 on Utah Valley favor.
I agree. And what we have here is, again, we look for him to pull in the crease. Right here, he's pushing on his shoulder, but we look to pull and do this elbow pass. As I looked over there, Coach Williams was talking about this. Keep going to that elbow pass. That shot's going to end up being open.
Of course, then again, we don't want to be ear to ear. We want to be forehead. There we go. That's too deep. It's hard to create motion from there. Now this is better. We want to stay out here. Keep working on the ties. What a battle. If you don't know how hard they're working, try and do that. And about 30 seconds, you'll be breathing hard and your arms will hurt for 3 days. Oh, very nice.
So you see the pull. Now we just got to change level and drive in and attack in, right? He's getting angles through the pull.
I like what Jordan's doing. 1-1.
More
53
pull,
seconds
pull.
remaining.
More push and pull.
Excuse me, third round. Even up, no riding time.
Man, we want to see more push and pull here. Just got me on the edge of my seat, Mike.
So is Northern Colorado waiting for us to make a mistake? Because he's not executing like we are.
He hasn't. I mean, again, now my shot clock. If I'm adding up shots, we've had four to one. There's a shot by Northern Colorado again. And,
reshoot.
Okay, reshoot. So now we just got 2 shots. So now we're a little closer, right?
Yeah.
It's a great matchup tonight.
Did we miss a reshot opportunity there?
Oh, I think we did. I mean, but when you got a guy really bearing down on you, you're thinking, okay, get my hips down and away. But a reshot really was there.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, Northern Colorado really pushing, not doing a lot, but pushing hard. So we go to overtime. 1 minute. 1 minute. Takedown's going to make it happen. I'm impressed. Jordan's doing a good job. I like what I see here. See if we can get one good technique and get that takedown that we need. 1-1, heavyweights. 125-pounders to go. A little bit of a shot by Northern Colorado. That was defended. In the last 35 seconds, Northern Colorado's picked it up a little bit. Good scramble, good scramble, good scramble. Still scrambling. And that settles, and that's a good match. That's a good match.
Great match.
That was a good scramble, too. Went the wrong way, but it's a good match. So, that's a win. That makes it 20 for Northern Colorado and 15 for Utah Valley. So we need to fall.
We do.
Easy. Stick.
But I'll tell you what, with Jason Tolbert at 125 pounds going against Trey Andrews. Man, Jason has been a lot of fun to watch this year.
Yeah.
Nice shot here by Andrews.
Looking to get our foot on the mat right here.
Again, just a nice scramble. Whizzer, even on his feet. Nice job here. It's hard for both guys here. One guy's on his feet, one leg, and the other guy is trying to really whip that down. Oh, Jason coming up.
Nice.
Oh, nice job.
What a great duck under. Sweet. That was called let's take a risk. That was amazing.
So Trey Andrews, I heard our announcer talking to that both these wrestlers are ranked. Jason's had a great year beating ranked wrestlers. Trey Andrews is currently ranked in the coaches poll at 20th in the nation. But we're gonna look. I mean, again, a fall wins us the match. We'll see what Jason can come up with.
15-20 team score. Utah Valley on the short side of that. Final match of the night. We've wrestled 9. This is number 10.
The top wrestlers in the country will this way. 1 minute 30 seconds left.
Got to know that Tolbert's thinking, where's that pinning opportunity?
Well, always, and I think one thing that you see is Jason's intensity. He's one of those guys that I think just gets it. He's a leader on the team. He's a junior, so we get him for this year. We also get him next year. But we have a really great opportunity for him to be a leader and show, hey, this is how intense we go.
I liked what Jordan did. Even though he lost that last takedown, I liked what he was doing.
I did too. A young wrestler. Excited to see how he develops, and certainly he's got one of the best coaches and training partners with Justin Reese. Again, we're riding tough here. A minute left in the first, and Jason's just
got a 2-point score.
Really trying to work this league. Now we got a 2-1.
Utah Valley's got the riding time. We're coming into 47 seconds remaining. This is the first round of the last bout.
Now get this wrist ride, brings it out. 26 seconds, again brings him back down. So you see that Jason's getting into positions or getting close to positions that are turning positions. We're going to look for him to just keep pouring that on, wearing his opponent out, and again, hopefully we're coming up with some turn points and some fall points.
8 seconds. Working hard, not able to make that turn happen. There's the end of the first round. So good round for Chasen. Picks up 2 minutes of riding time.
Green's
Picks up
choice.
a 2-point takedown. He's going to go down.
Jason chooses down.
Chasing Tolbert goes into the second period with over 2 minutes riding time and a lead 2-0.
Claw right here. Oh, to a tilt. 2 near fall.
Quick pick up there. Jason back around for the 2. Gets him right back. 2 near fall for Northern Colorado, 2 reversal for Utah Valley. We're 4-2 in the bout. Second round.
So you see he's dangerous. Andrew's dangerous on top. Tilt's Chasen. Just that nice, quick, cheap tilt, and Chasen ends up getting in a scramble, coming out on top. And again, he's back to this wrist ride, going back and forth. You see that Andrews is flat on the mat, finally gets his hips back up, but Jason doing a good job of calling stalemate again. Greg Williams says, I want a timeout.
I think Greg's point is that Northern Colorado's hips are staying down. He's not coming up, which blocks. What he's doing is blocking our attempt to get that crossface and take us into that. There's a misconduct on coach, but that's what he has to do. That's what the rule says. Coach is basically questioning judgment, but for nothing else, he's putting that thought in his head. It's a strategic move for coach. Warning, misconduct is a warning. There's no point there, but he's trying to make him think about it. So here we are again. The hips are flat, which doesn't give us opportunity. Now it brings the hips up a little bit. But he's got to be improving himself, or that we don't have opportunity to create the motion that we want. So if he's staying down there flat. So right now the official is thinking about what coach said. We'll see if it becomes a call for him. There again, hips down.
So he's got a tight, or a crossface at the elbow. Oh, let it go here. When you can get that nice crossface and you pull the elbow underneath, a lot of offense comes out of that. And he's back to this wrist ride to the side, brings him maybe to a tilt position, but Chasen riding tough, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But again, if a guy's hips, again, stay down, and you could see that when they're hand fighting, you could see him, Chasen, trying to pull his hands up out of it. I mean, there's not a lot that he can do. So Chasen's going to continue to ride tough with 5 seconds left.
See, we got 3:47 of riding time, so we're owning him on the mat, but we're not able to get that turn scenario. So now what he takes? So he wants to go neutral, which is actually good. I like that.
I do too.
Because I always taught my guys, you can score 5 against a good guy.
Nice job. Just crushed him down. That was great. I mean, he got an angle.
You see now, look, he's not opening up for us to get those. He's not allowing it. I mean, he's being cages. The Northern Colorado guy's being smart, fighting hands, keeping himself protected.
You see right here, Chasen has his hand in, and crossface here at the elbow.
But the leg's not coming up. He's staying flat. This is what frustrates coach.
Buried the head again, comes across the face. Chasen's great at a cradle from this position. Again, he keeps coming to it, but Andrews grabs his hand, pushes it up off the top of his head.
Just staying flat, staying away from that. 57 seconds. There's 1 point. There's a warning point. Makes it a 5 point with riding with 6.
We still want to see it. You know, he's going to try for it, certainly. Got a tilt position here.
37 seconds. Nice doing it
5:05 of riding time currently. Man, he's really
again.
ridden him the
And
entire
his
match.
hips are staying right down there. Same thing. He's not doing anything. 22 seconds. So he's going to hit it again. That's a 6-point match. 12 seconds. Now he's got it locked almost. 4 seconds. Well, he doesn't open up.
Jason ends up winning that 9-2. 5 minutes and 38 seconds of riding time. You see it, man, pretty much the entire match he rode Andrews. That was a difference maker.
Well, it's a team score 18-20, excuse me, 19-20 because it is a major. So 1 point difference. So we missed Jade Rouser tonight. We missed Ethan Smith tonight, and we missed.
Well, I'll tell you, bonus points. I mean, there was a couple matches where we had a chance to push it up. I think Trevor Wilson's match, we had a chance to turn it up, and he ends up getting rid in the third period, giving up that forefoot at 133 pounds. That's a difference maker in the match. And darn it, this is the one that we want to win. Again, we're going into the conference, and we want to make sure that we show that we have a better record. And certainly, you look at the matchups, I felt good about the way a lot of our guys wrestled. I was real impressed with Ross Taylor's performance. Even our heavyweight that lost.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on him? He looked great.
Yeah. Well, Utah Valley Wrestling. That concludes our home meet series. We're now heading for the conference championships and then on to the NCAAs. Final score. Northern Colorado wins it by 2 points. 20-18 is the final. Thank you. You've been watching the WAC Digital Network. Sam Allen along with Mike Claybeer. It's been a great season. Thank y'all.
UVU Green. Keep watching.
Drive safe. Oh, they're at home.
There you go.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks.